Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for another Bayview review. Now, today we're going to be talking about The Mill. But before I get into my review, I wanted to take the time to thank Bayview for sending me the screener to review for you guys. They have an awesome company, their catalog is massive, and I'm pretty sure they have something for every taste. I'm going to put the links to their official website, their YouTube channel, and their Facebook page in the description box below. Definitely check them out. The Mill is a 2008 film which runs approximately 89 minutes and is directed by Granger Hines. Now, he didn't have anything to his directing credit, but he has a pretty large resume being an actor. He has 108 credits, including a lot of television. Now, this stars Austin Hines as Sean. He was in The Wounded and One Short. Granger Hines, who directed the film, as a killer. He has done a ton of TV, and he was also in the movie Lincoln. And Austin James as Jesse. He was in Fall Down Dead, some TV, and One Short. Okay, let's see. I'll give you an interesting fact first. Apparently, the mill where they shot the film at, the abandoned mill, they tell a story in the film about the guy who owned the mill who lost his hand on Halloween night. Well, apparently that's a real story. And when they were filming this movie, his wife came around with the hand to show everybody, which I think is really, really creepy. But it's pretty interesting, though. So, okay. You have 6 kids, 3 couples, who want to go party in the mill. The problem is, they can't get in. Well, the one kid wants to invite the rich kid because his father had owned the mill, who bought it from the guy who apparently lost his hand, and he ended up selling it, and the kid has access to the keys to the mill. So, they invite him begrudgingly, and they have to find him a girl, so it'll be 4 couples, 8 kids. They grab some beer from the kind of like a small country store where they actually bully the guy who's selling it to them. They do that a couple times in the film. They grab their beer, they get their flashlights, and they have the rich kid with the key. And the girl they set him up with. So it's 8 of them. They go into the mill to do what kids do, to party, smoke dope, drink beer, and have sex. Now, this is where the film gets interesting. It does take a little while to get to that point. So you're about a half an hour into a 90-minute film, which is not actually that long, but they're establishing characters at the time. So, of course, when they go in, they build a fire in there, which is actually kind of stupid to begin with, but they build a fire in there, and they're all telling the story, of course, of the guy who lost a hand, and now he has a hook for a thing. You know, the whole urban legend sort of story. The rich kid was down in Mexico with his father, and he picked up a puppet, which he uses throughout the film, which I think is brilliant. I'm not going to say much more on the puppet, but it's just really cool. Could there be something wrong with this kid? I don't know. You'll have to watch it. But this, what looks like a slasher movie, starts out as some accidents happening in the mill. But from there, actually, I'm not going to tell you what happens, because this is something you have to see for yourself. I was completely impressed by the mill. It actually is a low-budget slasher film, but they had a great location, and it's just, to me, it felt like watching a slasher movie from the 80s. It really did. It was a really good throwback. And that's the whole thing. I actually went to look for this to see if this had been released by anyone else, and I could not find it. So if anyone has any information on that, please let me know. Bayview took a movie that I had never heard of, from 2008 and released it so we can see it. And that's one of the reasons why I like this company so much. I wasn't sure what to expect, and this actually just got released. Got released, I think, last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So they're releasing something from 2008, which has basically gone by the wayside, where none of us have even heard of it or able to see it. This is a damn good film. A really good horror movie, and it's a lot of fun. And of course, there's the twists at the end. There's a couple twists, which I really enjoyed. I'm definitely going to recommend this. If you are a slasher fan, I think you need this in your collection. It's a little bit different than the norm. Yes, it does go by certain slasher rules that have been created over the years, but they throw a few little extra things into it, which I really enjoyed and I really appreciated. So definitely check this one out. A big thank you to Bayview for sending it to me. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.